If your legs feel weaker, more unsteady, or sore, even though you're staying active, you need to hear this. Many people over 60 are doing exercises they think are helping, but those same workouts may be slowly damaging their joints and draining their strength. This might surprise you, but it's not about doing more. It's about doing what's right for your body now. Some of the most common exercises, ones often recommended by trainers or found in fitness videos, can actually make your legs worse, not better. They add stress to aging joints, wear down cartilage, and cause muscle loss over time. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 exercises that may be silently harming your legs after 60, and I'll also show you what to do instead to stay strong, steady, and independent. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. 1. Deep squats. Let's talk honestly for a moment. Squats are often praised as one of the best exercises for building strength. You've probably seen them in magazines, on TV, or recommended by well-meaning fitness instructors. But deep squats, especially the kind where you go low and add weights, can quietly become one of the worst things you do to your legs after 60. Why? Because your knees and hips aren't the same as they were 30 years ago. Over time, the cartilage in your joints becomes thinner. The natural cushioning inside the knee, called synovial fluid, reduces. Ligaments lose flexibility. Now, when you bend deep into a squat, all that pressure focuses right on the knees and hips. And if you're holding weights, it's like forcing an old door hinge to carry a heavy bag. It may not break right away, but it gets weaker each time. Many older adults tell me they do squats because someone told them it would keep them young. But what they don't see is the slow damage it causes. There's usually no sharp pain at first. Instead, you feel a dull ache. Your knees throb at night. Your legs feel heavy walking upstairs. Some even begin to shuffle instead of stepping confidently. It sneaks in little by little, until one day, you can't get up without grabbing something for support. I remember one gentleman, Harold, who came to me after doing deep squats with kettlebells almost every day. He was strong and committed, but his knees were inflamed, his back was tight, and he couldn't understand why things felt worse, not better. It turned out that what he thought was helping him had actually triggered early joint wear and loss of stability. Here's what I want you to know. You can still build strong legs, but you need to do it with care, not punishment. Instead of deep squats, try sit-to-stand exercises using a sturdy chair. They mimic daily movement, build your thighs and glutes, and keep pressure off your knees. You can also add light resistance bands for support without strain. 2. Stair machines. You might think stair machines at the gym are a great way to stay fit. After all, climbing stairs sounds like a good, natural workout, right? But here's what many seniors don't realize. These machines may be doing more harm than good, especially if you're using them regularly and noticing more leg fatigue, tight hips, or balance issues. Let me explain. Stair steppers and climbers force your legs into a constant up and down motion with no variation. Unlike real stairs, where you shift your weight, use your arms, and adjust your pace naturally, machines don't let you move that way. They lock your body into a rhythm that can strain your hips, knees, and lower back. Over time, this repeated motion can tighten your muscles, stress your joints, and even make walking feel harder. One of my patients, Linda, a retired schoolteacher in her late 60s, was using a stair machine 5 days a week. She was trying to stay healthy and active, doing what she thought was right. But instead of feeling stronger, her legs started aching constantly. Her calves were burning, her hips felt stiff, and stairs at home were getting harder. She thought she was building strength. But really, the machine was slowly wearing down her joints. You see, as we get older, our bodies need time to recover. Our joints aren't as lubricated, and our muscles don't bounce back as quickly. That means repetitive movements, like constant stair stepping, can create small injuries that grow over time. You might not feel it on day one, but weeks later, that damage shows up as inflammation, stiffness, or even nerve pain, like sciatica. Linda made a smart change. She stopped using the machine and started walking outdoors with trekking poles. They gave her balance, support, and a natural range of motion. In just a few weeks, her pain eased, and her strength started to return. So, if your legs feel tired after workouts, not energized, take a closer look at what you're doing. A machine that seems easy and helpful might be quietly making things worse. 3. High-impact aerobics. You've probably heard people say, just keep moving. That's the key to staying young. And it's true, movement is important. But the type of movement matters even more, especially after 60. That's where high-impact aerobics can fool you. These exercises feel energizing at first, things like jumping jacks, knee tucks, or burpees, but they often hide the very dangers that can steal your balance, your comfort, and your strength. Take Eleanor, for example, a vibrant 70-year-old who loved her morning group class. She'd show up early, excited to stay active with friends at the community center. But one morning, she fell during a jumping routine. She sprained her ankle, bruised her knees, and came to me asking, "How did this happen? I thought I was helping myself." What happened to Eleanor is more common than most people think. High-impact moves like jumping send shockwaves through your joints. When you're younger, your cartilage can handle that pressure. Your muscles recover quickly. But after 60, things change. Cartilage gets thinner. Bones become more fragile. And your balance, even if you feel steady, isn't quite what it used to be. The real danger is that you won't always feel the damage right away. There's no dramatic moment. You may just feel a little more sore than usual after a class. Then a few weeks later, that soreness becomes stiffness. A few months later, the pain doesn't go away. That's how high-impact exercises quietly chip away at your strength. And once that damage adds up, simple things like standing, walking, or bending become harder. You might even begin to fear movement, and that fear is what truly steals your independence. When I asked Eleanor how she felt now, she said, "I used to feel proud. Now I just feel scared." But it doesn't have to be that way. After her fall, we replaced her routine with water aerobics and low-impact dance. She still got to move, smile, and stay strong, but in a way that worked with her body, not against it. So if your current workout includes a lot of jumping or pounding on the floor, it might be time to rethink. 4. Leg extension machines. You've probably seen it at the gym, that machine where you sit down, hook your legs under the padded bar, and lift your feet forward. It looks simple, safe, and controlled. No running, no jumping, no strain, right? But here's what most seniors don't realize. The leg extension machine can quietly damage your knees more than almost any other piece of equipment. Walter, a 74-year-old retired engineer, came to me with sharp pain around his knees and weakness when standing up from his favorite chair. When I asked about his workout, he smiled proudly and said, "I've been doing leg extensions 3 times a week for my quads. That's what builds strength, right?" Here's the truth. That machine isolates one muscle group, the quadriceps, while ignoring the stabilizers like your glutes and hamstrings. It may feel like you're building strength, but you're actually placing a shearing force right behind your kneecap. Every time you lift that padded bar, the pressure focuses on a vulnerable area where cartilage is already thinning and tendons are losing flexibility. For seniors, this can accelerate knee damage without warning. Walter's story is all too familiar. He thought he was helping himself, but that repeated strain on the same small area of his joint was making things worse. His pain was growing. Getting out of the car became a struggle. Even walking short distances felt shaky. He wasn't gaining power. He was losing function. The danger of machines like this is that they feel safe because you're sitting down. You're not wobbling. You're not sweating. But in reality, the movement is unnatural. It doesn't mirror real life. You don't build strength for daily tasks like climbing stairs or rising from a chair. Instead, you overwork one part of your knee and underuse the muscles that keep you balanced. So what's better? Instead of relying on machines, switch to functional strength training. Sit-to-stand exercises from a sturdy chair help your whole leg move as a team. Resistance bands allow you to control the movement and adjust the effort. And they activate the smaller, supportive muscles that protect your joints. Walter made this shift, and within weeks his pain started to fade. He regained strength, not just in his thighs, but in the parts that kept him steady and independent. If you're using this machine, it's time to pause. Don't let something that feels helpful quietly undo your hard work. 5. Long-distance jogging and treadmill running. Running feels like one of those habits that should always be good for you. It's simple, it's familiar, and for many people, it brings back memories of staying fit and feeling free. But after 60, long-distance jogging, especially on treadmills, can quietly wear down your joints, weaken key muscles, and leave you feeling more tired than strong. I'll never forget Robert, a 69-year-old former marathon runner who came to see me with persistent knee pain and tightness in his lower back. He was clearly frustrated. "I've been running for decades," he said. 3 miles a day, every day? Isn't that supposed to protect me?" The problem was, Robert's body wasn't handling that same routine the way it used to. With age, the cushioning inside our joints dries out, cartilage thins, and our shock absorption fades. Running, especially for long periods or on hard surfaces like treadmills, sends repeated pounding forces up through the feet into the knees, hips, and spine. At first, it feels fine, but over time, the damage builds. For Robert, the signs were clear. His gait had shortened. His calves were constantly tight. His glutes, the muscles that support posture and balance, had weakened. He thought he was staying in shape, but really, he was slowly eroding the very strength he needed to stay upright and independent. And treadmills? They often make things worse. When you run outdoors, your body controls the motion. You push off, you land, you adjust to the surface. But on a treadmill, the belt pulls your feet back. That changes how your muscles work and can create imbalances in your hips, knees, and lower back. Add in the repetitive nature of long-distance running, and you've got a recipe for inflammation, joint wear, and slow breakdown. Robert didn't need to give up movement. He just needed to move smarter. We replaced his daily jogs with walking intervals on softer ground, light resistance training, and stretching focused on balance and strength. The change was remarkable. His pain reduced, his energy came back, and most importantly, he started to enjoy moving again. So if you're still jogging long distances or clocking miles on a treadmill thinking it's protecting your youth, ask yourself this. Does it leave you feeling energized and strong or stiff and drained? The answer could change your future mobility. 6. What seniors should focus on instead. Marjorie, a 73-year-old retired librarian, came into my office feeling frustrated and a little embarrassed. "I go to the gym. I follow the class routines. I try to keep up," she said. "But my legs just feel worse. What am I doing wrong?" When I examined her, it became clear she wasn't weak from doing too little. She was inflamed and worn out from doing too much of the wrong kind of movement. Her joints were irritated. Her stabilizing muscles weren't being used properly. And she had fallen into the same trap that so many seniors do, believing that more is better, when in reality, after 60, smarter is better. So what should you focus on? Start with functional, joint-friendly movement, the kind that mirrors real life and keeps your legs strong in ways that matter. Try sit-to-stand exercises from a firm chair. These strengthen your thighs and glutes without putting stress on your knees. They also help with everyday activities like rising from a seat or climbing stairs. Add balance work, like standing on one foot while holding onto the kitchen counter. These small movements awaken the tiny stabilizing muscles that protect you from falls. Use resistance bands. They're gentle, effective, and give you full control. You can train your hips, thighs, and calves safely and comfortably. If you enjoy walking, go for it, but choose softer surfaces like grass, dirt trails, or padded tracks. This reduces impact on your joints. If balance is a concern, use trekking poles for support. And don't forget water aerobics or chair yoga. Both are incredible for building strength, flexibility, and confidence without joint strain. Marjorie made these changes. She let go of the idea that she had to push herself hard to get results. Within a few weeks, her knees stopped aching. Within a few months, she could climb stairs without pulling on the rail. And most importantly, she felt good in her body again. So here's the bottom line. Your goal isn't to impress anyone. Your goal is to protect what matters most, your freedom to move, live, and enjoy life. That comes not from punishing your body, but from caring for it the right way. After years of working with older adults, I've come to believe something deeply. Your legs are not just part of your body, they are your freedom. They're what carry you through your day, help you stand tall at your grandchild's graduation, walk down the aisle at a family wedding, or simply step into the sunshine each morning. And yet, far too many seniors lose that freedom slowly and silently. It doesn't happen overnight. It starts with a little knee ache you brush off. Then you find yourself avoiding stairs. Maybe you sit down more than you used to, thinking you're just taking it easy. But behind the scenes, the wrong exercises and the wrong advice might be working against you. That's what happened to people like Harold, Linda, Eleanor, Walter, Robert, and Marjorie. They didn't lose their strength because they were lazy. They lost it because they trusted routines that weren't meant for a 60-plus body. Well-meaning trainers, flashy fitness videos, even outdated habits, all pushing them in ways that led to pain, not progress. But here's the truth I want you to hold on to. You are not too old, and it is not too late. If you've been hurting, if your legs feel weak or unstable, don't blame yourself. Don't accept it as just aging. You can still move better, feel stronger, and protect your independence. But you have to listen to your body now, not what you were told years ago. So let this be your turning point. From this moment on, choose exercise that fits you. Move with care, not fear. Train your body with love, not punishment. And remember, strong legs don't just help you walk, they help you live life on your own terms. And that, my friend, is worth everything. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you learned today that you plan to apply in your life? Leave a comment below, and let's support each other in this journey. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need this message too. Thank you for watching, and here's to stronger legs, a clearer mind, and a life lived fully.